Hi, this is Mrs. Rubicki, and today's lesson explores how to find a college that's the right fit for you. When choosing a college, it's important to think about a few factors that are important to you. Some of those include the size of the school, the location, how far it is from home. You want to make sure that it has at least two majors that you're interested in. That's just in case you decide to change majors, which lots of kids do. You want to make sure that there's more than one major there so that you don't have to transfer colleges. You also want to make sure that you look at some of the co-curricular activities so that you have things that you're interested in when you're in your free time. To help you choose the schools, I've created this chart for you that you can use. The categories on the left will help you to evaluate each school. I've set it up so that you can highlight the categories that are important to you or delete the ones that aren't a focus in your decision. This form is saved to Google Classroom. It's also saved to my website. Feel free to download it. You can edit the form any way that you'd like. You can add categories that maybe I haven't thought of or delete the ones that aren't there or just use it as is. This is the front page of it here, but it is a multi-sided form with lots of different categories for you to think about. I've also created this pros and cons chart for you. So if there's a specific school that you're thinking of and you're not quite sure, this is where you can list the things about that school that you really like, as well as some of the things that aren't really fitting your needs. And so you can use this chart to see if the pros outweigh the cons or what have you. It's just another tool to help you make a decision. As you're doing your college search, of course, the first thing you want to do is do your Naviance to-dos. So that's the initial college search in Naviance, and then also creating a list of colleges that you're thinking about. For seniors, you did this during your junior year. It's always done by the time you've had your junior meeting with your guidance counselor. For juniors, you'll do it sometime after February break, usually, is when you'll start filling in all of your Naviance to-dos. So I've included some helpful links for you. These are 3 different websites for you to choose or to look at. I'm going to look a little bit further with you right now at the Finding Your College Fit. This is something that's through College Board, and it's pretty cool because it has these different search engines. It has the college search step by step, which is up there on the left, but then it also has this college search, and I'm going to look at that with you right now. If you click that link under college search, it then brings you to this page where you can select filters to help you narrow down your colleges that you might be interested in. This is similar to what you'd find in Naviance, but it looks a little bit different, and it just presents the information a little bit differently, so it's just another tool for you to use. What I do like about it is that in addition to the type of school that you put in there, so you choose either 2 or 4 year, public or private, school size, all of that kind of thing. So you put that information in. The location, I picked just Massachusetts. For me, I'm looking for schools that are closer to home or within Massachusetts so I can pay in-state tuition rates. Majors in learning. For me, I'm interested in being a teacher, so I could actually put that right down under select subject field of study. I'll type in teaching, but you'll want to put in again more than one option here because you want to make sure the schools you're looking at have more than one option for you. But this is the part that I really liked, is that it has under additional support programs, you can put under services that are available for different disabilities, such as learning disabled. So I liked that because you want to make sure that there's support there in case you need it. And then once you've done all that and you've clicked search, for me, I got 31 results in this list, and it provided a list for me, and you can have it in a grid form, you can have it in a list form, and then you can click on each of those colleges and look at them a little bit further. You'll notice that I put an arrow on the left on the sides of the school. Originally, I had put down that I was looking at a medium-sized school. When I did that with all of the different parameters I had chosen, it actually only came up with one option for me. So then I changed that to don't care, and then it changed it to 31 schools that fit my needs. But what you'll find is sometimes the filters that you've chosen narrow your search too much, and so you're going to have to play with that a little bit so that you have more options of schools to look at. So once you've done that or really looked at any of those links, you don't have to do that filter that I just looked at or that website I just looked at, but it is a nice choice for you. But I do want you to search around one of those links at least. You should also update your list of colleges you're thinking about in Naviance to make sure your guidance counselor is up to speed on what you're thinking about. I do want you to complete that compare and contrast chart that I created. I'm interested in getting some feedback from you on that. That pros and cons charts there, if you do need it, that's not a requirement. But then once you've done those things, I do want you to do the reaction activity that's in Google Classroom. There's a link to it right here as well. And then, as with every assignment that I offer, I do want you to fill out the Google form, which gives me information on what you felt. It gives me feedback on the assignment. So please fill that out as well. So as always, if you have any questions, please ask me when you see me in class or send me an email.